Paris, the city of love, lights, and dreams. Known for its iconic Eiffel Tower, the breathtaking Louvre, and the lively Champs-Élysées, millions of people flock here every year to soak up its undeniable charm. But what if I told you that there's so much more to Paris than the landmarks you see in every guidebook? Today, I'm taking you on a journey to discover the city's best-kept secrets, hidden gems that only locals and a few lucky travelers know about. Stay with me, because we're about to uncover places that will make you see Paris in an entirely new light. These are spots you won't find in the usual travel guides, places that are waiting for you to stumble upon them and experience a side of Paris that feels like it's all yours. Before we dive into the first hidden gem, just a quick secret between you and me. If you want to keep discovering amazing hidden places like these, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Not only will you be in the loop for our next journey, but it's also the best way to make sure you don't miss the #1 secret spot at the end of this video. Trust me, it's worth it. All right, let's begin. Our first hidden gem is La Promenade Plantée, a little green paradise tucked away in the heart of the city. Originally a railway line, it was transformed into a park that stretches for 3 kilometers, raised above the hustle and bustle of Paris streets. Imagine this. As you step onto the promenade, a burst of green surrounds you. Instead of buildings, there are lush trees overhead, blossoming flowers, and a vibrant array of plants lining the walkway. Walking along this elevated path feels as if you've left the city entirely. It's serene, almost magical, like a hidden Eden floating above the busy streets below. You'd almost forget you're still in Paris. This elevated walkway offers you views of Paris that feel like a secret vantage point, where you can see the city from above yet feel like you're in a world of your own. And what makes it even more special is its history. Built on the old Vincennes railway viaduct, La Promenade Plantée has transformed a piece of forgotten infrastructure into a beautiful oasis. You might find local artists painting, families enjoying picnics, and even a few couples sharing a quiet moment, all while surrounded by this peaceful slice of nature. You'll notice that many parts of Paris have this blend of the old and the new, where past and present come together. La Promenade Plantée is a beautiful example of how Paris respects its history while finding fresh, modern ways to bring new life into old places. Imagine how refreshing it would be to experience Paris from this hidden green oasis, where only the sound of birds and the rustling leaves accompany you. Moving on to something a little darker, the catacombs. Most visitors to Paris have heard of the famous catacombs, where the bones of millions are stacked neatly in eerie arrangements underground. But what few know is that there is a network of tunnels far beyond the official paths, hidden away from the public eye. These secret catacombs are for the adventurous, for those who want to see Paris's underworld in its raw, unrefined state. These tunnels have a fascinating history. They were originally quarries, dug centuries ago to extract the stone used to build some of Paris's most famous structures. But as the population grew and the cemeteries overflowed, these quarries were repurposed as ossuaries. Walking through these dark, labyrinthine passages, you can feel the weight of history pressing down. Here, the walls are unmarked, the air is cool and damp, and the sense of mystery hangs thick in the air. Some say these tunnels are cursed or even haunted, with stories of strange sounds and unexplained occurrences happening in the darkness. Imagine the thrill and maybe a bit of fear as you venture into this unknown world beneath the streets of Paris. It's not a place for the faint-hearted, but for those daring enough to explore. It offers a glimpse into Paris's darker, hidden history, a history filled with secrets and shadows that few get to see up close. Our next stop takes us to a street that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale, Rue Crémieux. Picture rows of colorful pastel houses, each with its own unique charm, surrounded by pots of plants and flowers that give the street a peaceful, almost dreamlike vibe. Walking down Rue Crémieux feels like stepping into a different Paris, one that's quieter, more charming, and utterly picturesque. Rue Crémieux is unlike any other street in Paris. Each house here is painted in soft, cheerful pastels, pinks, blues, yellows, greens, and some are adorned with murals of flowers or animals. The street is cobblestone, adding to its charm, and there are no cars, so it's perfect for wandering, photographing, and simply enjoying the calm. It's a place that feels like a secret because it's hidden away from the usual tourist routes, but once you find it, you'll be enchanted by its beauty. Locals come here to escape the busy streets, to take photos, and to soak in the tranquil atmosphere. Imagine a place where each house has its own character, with bright colors that stand out against the city's usual gray tones, and you'll understand why Rue Crémieux is considered one of Paris's hidden gems. It's a perfect spot to capture the magic of Paris in a photo, a place where every corner is a photo waiting to happen. Now let's talk about a place with a bit of mystery, the Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature. This museum is not your typical art museum. Instead, it's a place dedicated to hunting and nature, filled with curiosities and strange artifacts. Imagine a room where stuffed animals look down at you with glass eyes, where weapons and old hunting trophies tell the story of a bygone era. Walking through the halls of the Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature feels like stepping into a storybook filled with strange and fantastical creatures. In one room, you might find a massive, lifelike bear standing in mid-roar, while in another, an entire wall is covered in ancient hunting rifles. There are sections dedicated to mythical animals too, where you'll see unicorn horns and depictions of creatures from folklore. It's quirky, it's strange, and it's unlike any other museum in Paris. You'll find rooms filled with everything from ancient hunting weapons to displays of mythical creatures. This hidden gem isn't just for those who love history or animals, it's for anyone who enjoys the unusual and the unexpected. The museum's unique collection invites you to step into a world where nature and human history collide, creating an experience that's both educational and slightly surreal. For a more spiritual experience, there's Saint-Sulpice. Most tourists flock to Notre Dame or Sacré-Cœur, but Saint-Sulpice is a hidden treasure in its own right. This beautiful church is known for its magnificent architecture, but there's also a fascinating story within its walls. Inside, there's a mysterious brass line known as the Gnomon of Saint-Sulpice. This line was once part of an ancient solar observatory, and some say it's linked to mysterious societies and ancient knowledge. As you stand inside Saint-Sulpice, looking at the light streaming in and casting patterns across the floor, you'll feel a sense of history and wonder that's hard to find anywhere else. Imagine standing in the quiet, echoing hall of this church, feeling the history that has passed through its walls. Saint-Sulpice is more than just a place of worship. It's a place that holds the secrets of time, waiting to be discovered by those who look closely. Next, we go underground again, but this time to the Canal Saint-Martin. This canal is a favorite among locals, and it's the perfect place for a quiet walk or a romantic boat ride. But here's the secret. Underneath the surface, there's an entire network of hidden tunnels and waterways that few ever see. Originally built to supply fresh water to the city, these tunnels are now a forgotten part of Paris's infrastructure. They're eerie, mysterious, and offer a glimpse into the hidden life of the city. Above ground, the Canal Saint-Martin is lined with charming cafes and shops, making it a perfect spot for a peaceful afternoon. As you stroll along the canal, watching boats drift lazily by, you might never guess the labyrinth of tunnels that lies just beneath your feet. It's a reminder of the hidden layers of Paris, the secrets that lie below the surface, waiting for those who know where to look. Now let's step back in time at the Hôtel de Lauzun. This mansion, hidden away on the Île Saint-Louis, is one of Paris's best-kept secrets. It's a beautifully preserved example of 17th century architecture, filled with ornate decorations and stunning artwork. The Hôtel de Lauzun was once home to poets, artists, and writers, and stepping inside feels like entering another era. Here, the rooms are adorned with intricate designs and luxurious furnishings, each one a testament to the opulence of Paris's past. It's a place where you can almost feel the ghosts of the past around you, whispering stories of art and passion. This hidden gem is not open to the public all the time, so if you get the chance to visit, don't miss it. The Hôtel de Lauzun is a place that captures the spirit of Paris's artistic and cultural history, a place where you can lose yourself in the beauty of a time gone by. For something truly off the beaten path, let's head to the Montmartre Vineyard. Most people think of Montmartre as the neighborhood with the Sacré-Cœur and the Artist's Square, but tucked away behind all the tourist spots is a small vineyard that's been there for centuries. Yes, a real vineyard, right in the heart of Paris. The Montmartre Vineyard is a charming reminder of the city's rural past, back when this area was covered in farms and vineyards. Today, it's one of the last vineyards left in Paris and produces a small amount of wine each year. These bottles are auctioned off to support local charities, making the vineyard not only a unique piece of history, but also an active part of the community. Imagine walking through rows of grapevines with the iconic Sacre Coeur in the background, breathing in the earthy aroma of soil and plants, right in the middle of one of the world's busiest cities. The vineyard is only open to the public during special events, like the Montmartre Harvest Festival, which attracts locals and visitors alike for a celebration of wine, food, and music. The Montmartre Vineyard is a hidden gem that offers an unexpected slice of countryside life within Paris's urban landscape, and a reminder of the city's deep-rooted history and traditions. Our journey through hidden Paris wouldn't be complete without a stop at La Pagode. Imagine walking through a quiet Parisian neighborhood, turning a corner and suddenly finding yourself in front of a stunning Asian-style pagoda. La Pagode was originally built as a private mansion, but was later turned into a cinema. From the outside, it looks like a magnificent Asian temple, with its elaborate red columns, curved roofs, and intricate decorations. Stepping inside feels like entering a different world, with ornately decorated rooms that have been meticulously preserved. One of the most enchanting features of La Pagode is its garden, filled with bamboo trees, stone lanterns, and a small koi pond. It's the perfect place to escape the busy city and find a moment of peace and reflection. Watching a film here feels more like a cultural experience than just a night out at the movies, and La Pagode has become a beloved spot for locals who appreciate its unique beauty and charm. It's a reminder that Paris is full of surprises, with hidden gems waiting around every corner, even in the most unexpected places. And there you have it, the best-kept secrets of Paris, places that only true insiders know. But hey, now you're in on the secret too. So next time you're in Paris, make sure to skip a few of the usual stops and try some of these hidden gems instead. And remember, these secrets aren't just for you, they're for anyone daring enough to look a little closer. Oh, and speaking of secrets, I've got one last one for you. Want to know the best way to never miss out on the coolest hidden places, travel tips, and insider spots around the world? It's easy. Just hit that subscribe button. That way, every time we uncover a new hidden gem, you'll be the first to know. Go on, subscribe now. Trust me, it's way easier than finding a hidden vineyard in the middle of Paris.